The State Secretariat on Friday organized a training program for legislators and journalists for the upcoming assembly sessions and budget. However, the session witnessed low attendance from both sectors. The event was held under the leadership of State Assembly Speaker U.T. Khader. Speaking at the event, Khader said that the legislators should be able to comprehend past and present allocation information to make better decisions. He also said that the media and legislators should have a cordial relationship as one cannot function without the other.
We want all the MLAs to actively participate in the budget session. They should understand what is the allocation, what is the surplus budget, what is the deficit budget, what is the financial physical responsibility, what are the committed expenditure, what is the revenue expenditure, and what are the capital expenditure. All this is known to the MLAs who can discuss very well and who can take be a good parliamentary or good legislative assembly members who can talk on behalf of all the states and they can guide the government also. Yes, we need to consider now and then. So because we need to update all the MLAs also and the press people also. And this was on the last moment, and because of the budget session, a lot of MLAs in their constituency various programs. I think in future days this will improve a lot. It is everyone's personality should be based on the effort and patience. That is more important. So who has got patience automatically put effort also. If you got patience and effort, every door will open automatically.
Dinesh Aminmuttu, a senior journalist and former Chief Minister's media advisor, addressed the journalists on reporting assembly sessions.
It's completely important because the rules and procedure of the assembly, every journalist should be aware of that rules and procedure. So if the rules and procedure in the books, it will be no use. So every journalist should know. So enlightenment or the training of the journalist is very necessary. So that there should be a cordial relation between the legislature and the media. So to establish that such program, there should be interaction should be it's a continuous program. So the speaker office has done the good work. It is but it should be a process. It should be continued. In the Lok Sabha, in Parliament, there is one Parliament research wing is there. So such wings are very necessary. So that it is a very complex thing. The rules and the acts. So if they analyze and give to the journalist, it is very helpful to discharge their work. One is journalist should know the public interest. One way, if we report anything, the basic thing is we should do in the interest of the public, not any other things. So if you learn that basic things, and if you know there is a limitation of the rules, regulation also, we should aware that. So rules and regulation and the public interest is the two most important things. That is nowadays the investigation journalism is, you can't find investigation. Basic thing is, the very profession it says that you should investigate and you should research before the reporting. So it is a 250-word journalism. No investigation report is hardly we've seen. So that is important. If government try to hide something, there is some news in that. So if it is revealed, it is advertisement. It is common. It is a basic lessons of the journalism.
State Council Speaker Basavaraja Horatti, Revenue Minister Krishna Byregowda, Muddebihal Constituency MLA Appaji CS Nadagouda, Ravi Hegde, Kannada Prabha Editor-in-Chief, and Karnataka Press Club President R. Sridhar were also present. First-time MLAs including Darshan, Puttannaiah and Nayana, Mottamma took part in the orientation for legislators. Ravi Hegde requested the Speaker to hold such orientation programs with the media once in 6 months. He stated that the journalism syllabus in this era has no depth. Budget and assembly coverage should be a part of the syllabus so that more people will be efficient in covering these events. He also expressed disappointment over low attendance and urged more people to participate. Reportage by Amulya Shivashankar.
No, it was extremely informative about the budget. I mean, I think Krishna Byregowda sir gave like an overall picture of how the budget is presented, how the money is allocated, what is revenue deficit, what is fiscal deficit, what is the expenditure, how usually does a government plan while allocating money, how is the budget prepared basically. That's what he spoke about. It extremely informative.
I think it was a much needed event today because the topic of discussion is how do you look at the budget, what perspective, what is our role as a member of the assembly. They talked about that and the various acts that we should actually pay close attention to, which will help us and the people in Karnataka to constitute certain laws and pass some bills.
And especially since the budget session is going to start, and how it is actually the assembly or the Vidhan Sabha which passes the budget. It is a responsibility, the entire responsibility is on the legislative members. So that was a good session.
And how do you, how does the budget, how is the budget actually gets constituted, and what are the different provisions? So the deep dive into the budgeting process itself was very much needed. And I think we also had a session where Mr. B.L. Sudhakar, the speaker, he also spoke and talked about how do you go through the bills process. How do you initiate a bill? How do you go through that? How do you introduce a private bill? When was the last time somebody introduced that? So a deep dive into that as well.
See, there were some questions that got asked whether SEP TSP is being used for guarantees. So many people do not have such information. So, when sessions like this happen, obviously, people get information and they understand how the government is working properly. Otherwise, like Sir said, we all get concentrated on our constituency only, and the development work in the constituency, there's so much of stress, then we don't get the entire picture of the state sometimes. So I think this was a good way to understand that.
So I think for me personally, since this is my first time being in the assembly, I learned a lot and I still have a lot to learn. These kind of sessions have definitely helped. I mean, even before the first assembly session, we had a few days of deep dive sessions. That also helped us get acclimatized to this whole assembly process. So I think these kind of sessions, these kind of training sessions should be organized more often, so we can all take advantage and learn and then actively participate in the process. I think that's very, very true, right? So first time when I said, MLA, right, I looked up what are the primary responsibilities, right? So I think the responsibilities have morphed over time into what it is today. I think we have to remind ourselves is we have to actively participate in the assembly sessions so we can actually legislate some laws that actually helps more than the people in our constituency and beyond. So we cannot just think about our constituency, but we have to think about the entire state. So I think it was a great reminder, and I think we just have to understand our responsibilities and act accordingly.